tighten the frames up for the little beam. So you guys can see. Now we just slide the beam on. And I'm gonna screw it in from the sides because I want it removable so I can get to that wire later if I have to. All right, there's our cedar beam. Now we'll be blocking this out, which will come up to the beam, and that'll hide all that. So that's what it looks like, guys. I think that made it look pretty cool. So here's what I ended up doing. I'm going to panel off the equipment there, and then if I ever need to work on it, remove a couple of screws, pull the panel out, and then I can get to it. That way I've got some shelves in there. I'm going to put a sink in. I'm thinking about putting the sink right in here. A little 15 by 15. And then that way I've got all this for counter space. Put the little pieces of wood down there, just kind of lock the batteries in, keep them from sliding anywhere. The countertop on, and then we'll block out around this, and then we'll make a nice little column chase for all the wiring. I think I'll do the refrigerator like this, and then in this little V corner here, I'll build a shelf, and we can use that for storage, and then put a cabinet back here in the top, maybe one over here on the side. That thing there is just a vent for outside, so I can just leave it in the cabinet. And yeah, everything is looking good so far. I might have to move the track, cut it down, shorten it up, or I might get that thinner track. I don't remember what it's called, but we have it in some of our other trailers. This trim's all cedar. Got to make some doors for it, but I want to get the shelves in there first before I do all that. Some kind of oil or something to put on the cedar to make that wood grain pop. And this way, this all pops too. Thing about pulling this down just enough to drill holes in it and put some little puck lights in it. I think these ribbon lights right here that are tucked up in these grooves that I cut, or not cut, but left in there with a spacer. These all have equally spaced grooves, 3/8, because our ribbon light was exactly 3/8, so the ribbon light fits in there perfect, and it kind of gives an accent. And then if I do that, I can put the dimmer on it with these puck lights, and those ribbons won't be so bright. The batteries, they're just amazing. Those things are beasts. They just last forever. Inverter, that thing has been great for a cheap inverter. That's like half the price of all the other inverters, and it's 3,000 watts. And it's one of those POWMRs. Some people say Power Mister. I don't know how to even say it, but it's Chinese. Palmer, maybe. I'm not sure. For a cheap Chinese inverter, that thing's been working great. I don't have any hiccups with any of my 110, 120 items. I've got receps, so when I plug in phones and chargers, that's perfect. Oh, and as a matter of fact, I use the inverter and the batteries plugged in right here. When I welded in with a little MIG welder the header across here, because we had to cut into this beam to put this window in. So when I put that header in there, I used that outlet and those batteries, inverter, and welded that all in. So that thing ran a nice little MIG welder. I didn't get a video of that because I wasn't thinking. I just plugged it in thinking there's a recep, you know, and then when I started welding and everything, got it done, I was like, crap, that was a perfect example of how good this system works. Hot air gun for doing the heat shrink. That thing's 1500 watts. I don't know what the welder pulls. Didn't really pay attention, but so yeah, air conditioner, refrigerator, TV, receps, nothing. I've had no hiccups, no nothing. This system is freaking badass. I'm so impressed. All right, guys, we got some lights put in here, these little puck lights. So now I've got two kinds of lights. I'm gonna separate them off the switch. The ribbons are a little bright, so I'll put them on a dimmer. I'll probably put the others on dimmers too, so we'll have some dimmers on the wall. TV works. The refrigerator's on. Air conditioner's on, set at 75. In here right now. Man, I can't say enough about this system. These batteries are just freaking amazing. They last so long, it's crazy. Right now we're charging, let's see how much our solar's pulling. 830, 40 watts, 800. Somewhere in there. So 0.8 kilowatts, which 800. And what else? Let's see. 53 amps, 155 volts. Batteries are inputting at 6 amps. So we're not getting the full 1600 watts that I have on the roof. And I'm not sure why. It's probably just because they're not angled right, more than likely. I've seen as high as 1200 on the system. We do have some clouds here and there, as you can see. So that might be a factor too. So not quite getting all of it, but it's enough to charge batteries back up and run everything. Like right now it's charging the batteries up and it's running everything in here, so we're good. I got the that little plate down there in, that's holding the refrigerator from going anywhere. There's one on that side, one on the other. Windows are in. They look amazing like that. So yeah, just finished up these little puck lights. So that's gonna look amazing, guys. Now I just gotta figure out what to do with the walls. I haven't decided yet. I keep leaning towards a white wainscot, maybe, but I don't know. So yeah, we got the cabinet built here. It's sturdy, really sturdy. I was standing on it, sitting on it earlier. I mean, it doesn't budge, it doesn't squeak. So I gotta make some doors for it. So yeah, that's the other thing. Countertop, figure out what I wanna do for a countertop, maybe butcher block, I'm not sure yet. It is an odd size. I don't know if I can get countertop that deep, because that was like 36 inches, so I might have to get one made or something. Who knows? Yeah, definitely want something up there because storage is key, but I don't know what yet. Maybe something that wraps around right here, and then that little triangle one coming up to it, and that triangle one could be good for some storage, open shelves basically. So yeah, that's what we got so far, guys. Still throwing things around. Prices, that's the other thing. Like this stuff up here I got for on clearance. It was dang near, let's see, normally $25, $26, and I got it for $6. So quite a bit of savings there, and it's $6. It came with what was it, 6 boards, so 6 4-foot boards for $6. So that was a great steal there at Home Depot, or no, Lowe's. Got that at Lowe's. So yeah, all right guys, until next time.